So hello guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my workflow and then I'm showing you because this will be helpful. So literally you can do this 10,000 different ways. There's hundreds of packages that this similar kind of things, but I chose this system with using only 3 packages that two of the packages are built in, so you don't need to rely on external packages. I just added one package that is really needed. So let's get started, right? So the main concept is find the project. Okay, find the project. Okay, select the projects one by one. So I want to go to the project that has my Emacs configuration, that has my any other project, right? So that command is first of all I need to find the project. So what command should I use, right? So this is default. So if you just open install Emacs, this is available, right? So the entry point is project switch project. So this command, what it does is you can select the project and then do some operation. So I select the package and then I can find files. I select the project and then I can find files. I can grep the files. I can find the folders in the project, and then there's other things like VC directory and eShell. I didn't really use those. I marked the red ones that I usually use. Okay, you might ask what is other. So other is nothing but just pretty much what it does when you press O, right? So you press switch to buffer. Okay, first of all you switch to buffer. I mean like switch to project. So you select the denote. Okay, so you selected the denote, and then if you press find files, you can will go to recursively, like many people say Emacs doesn't have recursive thing. You have to like a tree, like a folder to folder to folder. You have to search the files like that, but that's really not the case. You can use this project find files. It will recursively do find files like fuzzy matching inside of your project. Okay, that's how that works. So the thing about the other, if I zoomed out, it would be much easier for me to understand. So other is pretty simple. So when you press O, you have to press meta X. You have to press meta X, and then you can run the project directory. It will give the project directory. What can I say? The project directory folder path. Okay, folder path. On that folder path, you can run commands like console to grep. On that folder grep, and on that folder, on that project folder, you can run console grep, console this and that. Pretty much anything that you can do with a directory, you can like it's like piping through Emacs commands. That's how that works. So in this context, I selected console. I pressed O, and then it will just show you this. You have to press meta X alt X and then selected the command that you want, that would work with apps. Obviously, working it has to work with the folders. I mean, like it's like you can. Okay, I think you understand. I don't need to explain that. But so once I done console grep, it will grep that folder. So the project, that means the project that we selected, right? Control X PP project, and then press O, and then alt X, and then it will come into this, and then you can select the whatever command you want to. So this is pretty much the rare thing that I usually do. So this is, I still do it regularly, but this is kind of a rare thing, right? So once you are in the project, right? So what are the commands that I use? What are the typical commands that I use once I'm in the project? Control X PF, find files in the project find file. That is, you can find the files recursively in the project, and then Control X PD, project find directory. You can find the directory in the project. So that's pretty simple that you can easily remember that. So and then all the things. So you are in a project, right? You are in a project. There might be a lot of buffer that you opened somewhere else, right? So before you go into a project, you might open up some of the files that you edited before, right? So when you do normal Control X B switch buffer, it will list every buffer. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it will list every buffer. So there will be like a bunch of buffers. It's pretty hard to manage them, search them, and that's pretty not useful. And it's pretty hard. So what do we do? So how to solve this problem? So every project, you can project find a buffer. I mean, like project switch to buffer. Control X P B. What it does is you can switch to buffer in the context of project. I think you understand that. So I don't need to explain it further. So and then you can kill the buffers in the project. Okay. I hope you understand. This is all the commands that I use when I'm in the projects. Most of the commands, not all the commands, the commands that I use frequently. One is console ripgrep. So console ripgrep, it's pretty much a ripgrep for console. This video is not about console, but I use console. Okay, so look into this package. This is very useful. It will be definitely very useful to your workflow. But there are alternatives in default Emacs, but that is not pretty futureful, let's say. So and then console's project switch. So there's a default project switch thing, control XPV, project switch to project, uh, project switch to buffer. But that is just default project switch buffer. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice if you have a vertigo, orderless, and all the mini buffer completion tools. It would be much better. But with with that, we can also preview the lively. So what is the content of the buffer? You can preview with console project buffer. So I'm not showing you anything. You might think, what the fuck, this guy just talking. So you need to get these things right. So you don't need to complex go into. I did not cover this thing, right? Find regex. Like I don't know regex, man. So I'm not going to cover that. And then VC directory. You don't need you use a default VC directory. That is pretty not good. I never use VC directory. I never use default Emacs VC anything. Only the VC diff buffer, I think that called. And then open the eShell in the project. Like, come on, I have something in my own that I can open up with one key binding. So I don't use these things. You just need a basic understanding what the tools that you need, and then you can use them. So this, I like it. Okay, this is how I do it. So what are the other packages that I have been talking about is pretty. So this is what I think the most that merges the everything together. So this package, the project X, what it does is each project, every project that you open is assigned to a tab. So Emacs has a default package called tab-bar something, tab-bar more. I don't really remember the name, but what it does is it will open up the tabs for each project. So each project has its own tab, so it's organized, it's visually seen. You can see the first project you can visually see. The first project is Emacs.d. This is my Emacs directory, configuration directory. So this is the project, right? So it has get initialized and all that. And then there is another project. So that project is opened in another tab. So I can switch even between with just a mouse click, or I can use this key bindings, alt meta 1, meta 2, meta 3, like a window manager. So I go up to meta 9, but I never used more than four tabs. So you don't need to use 9 tabs to. If you use 9 tabs, it would just complicate things, right? So I just not recommend that. This is my configuration for the entire thing. I will give a link of this below, so you can just easily copy paste and get on with your life. So what is this package, right? So what is this package? So what is this package? This package is provides isolation of project. To be honest, you just need to read it, right? So you go into this. So I just forgot to add the link, but I think it's in here. So you can see I'm in this. I will also link this Git repository, and then you can read what this thing, right? You can read the this part that I highlighted. You have to read it. So you will understand why we are using this package. Why not? You have to read it. So just read it, okay? So and then let's do a demonstration, right? So now we mentally understand what how my workflow is. I want to show you how I do my workflow. So there's a lot of things I can show you. So let me open my Emacs. So I'm just going to evaluate this because I set my, you can see on where is that? You can see I set my height to 100. That means it will make the tab bar height smaller than others. So I'm just going to make it bigger. So it's still not okay. So you don't need to worry about it. So you just open Emacs, right? So remember, what is an entry point? Control X PP. Control X. I will even open cast tab bar mode keybest more line. So you can see on the bottom, every key I press, you can see it. Control X PP will open up a project switch project thing, and then you can select the project that you want. I'm going to select .emacs.d, and then it will ask, you want to find the file, or you want to find the directory, or you want to do other operations, right? So I'm going to press a lot of things that you can go by one, and then you can check for yourself, especially check other, right? So with other, you can press O, and then try, let's just say example, open a maggot in a project. So that is a get manager, something like that. So you can also do that, but I'm going to show you the first of all the simple one, that is find file. So I can just press F, and then it will recursively go folder for go for recursively search the folder with all the files, okay? But it would not include the dot directories and then the underneath that files, I think, okay? So you can see there is no dot get directory, and then the recursively under that get directory, so it won't show you that, but that's intended way of doing it. So I can go to a file, I can go to init.el. So now I am in init.el, right? So now I am in the project. Pretty much the entry point is over. Now is how we switching to other things. You can even now notice that the tab is now created. So now we are in the project. The tab is created. You can see it says 2 dot emacs.d. You can see on the top. So now what we can do is now we are in the project. We can find files. You can find directory. You can do all sort of things. So let's just, I'm going to do Control X P E F, will project find file, and then I can recursively find, let me go to testing. testing.el. So now I'm in testing.el. So I want to go to some themes.el. So control XPF, THE, and then I can find it, and it's here, themes.el. So now you can see the power of using the project method. Then using this method, that is find file, control X, control F, find file. That is pretty tedious to do. We have to remember. So where is the project? Uh, where is the teams.el file? So I need to remember that, right? That is in modules, and then it's in the themes.el. So it's here, and then I have to go folder by folder by folder. But once you do control XPF, it is recursive. So I can just themes.el. I can just search that THT.el. So you can also do this sort of finding with these things. So we can see the the completion is from orderless vertigo, that marginalia and all that stuff. But if you are watching this video, you have to I expect you to bit understanding of the basic tool set that Emacs provides. So and then what we can cover next. So we have in the project and yes, now we need to cover project buffers, right? So uh, let's open another project, right? So it will much easier for you to understand. Control XPP. Let's open LSP bridge, and then find files. Let's go to test.py. So now we are in test.py, right? We can obviously let's open multiple files, and then I have this, right? So once I do control XB, so you can see there are 16 buffers. That is from this Emacs project. That is from whatever it's in that project default thing, that tab, and it's collided. Everything is put together. Everything is in the one list, right? So we need to separate it so we can manage them easily. So I can do control X PB buffer switch. So now you can see there's only pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's only 4. This is below or the root directory. So you don't need to worry about the project root. So you can switch even between from this. That command I used is control X PB is console project buffer. So now you understand it, right? We are in a tab, and in the tab there is a one project. Every tab has a project. Not every tab has to have a project, but tab is assigned to projects, and then in that project we can perform find files for grep files, and then project local buffers. That's how I think. What is the word that comes to mind? So in the project, what are the files that you open? What are the buffers you open? You can filter it by project, console to project buffer. So or by the default, you can use the project switch to buffer. So you can also use that one for it's pretty same. But this project buffer thing. Console just gives you a nicer when you select this, you can see it's automatically updating the preview. So it just have the preview, nothing. It just has. So what do we want to know? So okay, so control XP, there is a control XP, and then if you wait, if you have the which key mode, you can see all the commands that there's a lot of things that project X comes with. It comes with saving the layout, but unfortunately I don't use say layout. I don't use layout. So for not any particular reason I don't use layout. You can check it out if you really want. There's if you want really like tmux sessions, and then a restore session, you can obviously do that. but I don't do that stuff. So this is not fully if you're from NeoVim terminal sessions kind of stuff. But now we get this thing, right? So you can have projects, okay? You can have paints and projects of things, all the sort of things that you need. This is the way that I find it useful. This is how I do it. So this is just for me and how I navigate between the projects uh, and edit my files and my configuration and all that stuff. So now let's go to some of the features that let's go to control XPP. So you might think, okay, now I didn't cover that, but you can switch to buffer, switch to project just by, the entry point that we talked about. So you don't have to click between here and here. You don't have to do that, but you can just control XPP. And then if the project is open, it will switch to it. If it does not open, it will create the tab and then open the project in there. That's how it works. So let's go to Emacs, control XPF, and then let's go to project.el. So this is my configuration. I will explain it simply. I use package. You don't need to ensure, so it's nil. Let me drink my water. So what is this thing? You might ask, is project VC extra root directory. This is a big ass name, but this is pretty much identifier. So what is a project? So I talked about the switch to the project to this project and all that blah 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 things, right? So what is actually a project? So what does the Emacs package considered Emacs this project.el package considered a project? So what is a project for the project.el? For the default Emacs, what is considered a folder as a project? It has to be one has to be a get initialized version controlled folders. Like with that, it will determine this project is get it's this is a project. Okay, so it will go through some stuff and then find out if this is a project. What if you want to add a project that doesn't have Git? Not everybody uses Git. Find push everything into online and do the side of stuff, but you want to have some notes folder that you want to consider as a project, so you can easily switch to the notes folder that you have. It's very simple. In the root of the folder, you have to create whatever you put it here. So you can even put it, this is project.txt. Okay, so you can create this file right in the root of the project, or anything, not even root of the project, in any folder. It will consider that folder as a project that you can do operation that we shown previously, so that you can do this kind of things. Okay, that is what this does. So I will show you example right now. Okay, I'm going to create a not create a tab, I guess. Let me close this. So I'm in this temp directory, right? So and then I'm going to create a new folder. Let's say whites, that's that. So let me create a new folder called I created the folder called work. So in that work, I don't know why it's not highlighting the thing, but okay, maybe this theme doesn't support it. Okay, so now I'm in this project, this in this folder. So I have a bunch of files. I can really create a my gen gn. I think it's random. My random file number. I'm going to create 10 files. So in this folder, I have 10 files and then some random folder. You can see this is a folder. See, that is a folder. So how can we add this? Control X PP. You see this work this work folder is not here. Why is that? Why it's not here? Because this is not get initialized, or does it have any folder markers that we given? So it doesn't have. I'm saying does not have this. It does not have a project dot project. So any file name that you written here, it's not, if it's not in the folder that you want to do it, it will not be here. So let's create control x control f dot project project, and then I'm going to press enter. Then so now we have this file. You don't need to go into the file anything. You don't need to do anything, right? So we have the file, and then let's now do control x pp. What the fuck? Why is the project it's still not here? Because it still doesn't rescan. I don't know how it does, but it still doesn't scan yet, right? It still doesn't scan yet. So how can we trigger the scanning? This is not a technical word, but I'm just using it for your understanding. What kind of action would trigger the scanning of this folder? Control X P F would initialize the scanning. Not, this is just one command that I'm showing you as that it would trigger this, but I will show you control XP control H. It will which key dispatch. You can see this. You can see bunch of commands here, right? So it would most of them would pretty much every one of them would trigger scanning of this direct. So what we did, so control X PF. Now you can see it's find as its thing. So I can create one more here. So we might think do something. On the PF, you can see even the subdirectory also shows. So if I press Ctrl X PP, now it is added. So you can see the work is added. So that's how pretty much all the things that I need to cover is covered, and the configuration. This is the configuration that I think I forgot. Okay, Control X PP. I will go to Emacs and then press F, and then what is that? Project.el. It's here. So and then I will explain this, and then I will end the video. So this is I rebind. What the fuck? Did I just see a warm tape? I think something is in my room. You know what? I will check it, and then I come right back and then explain. Okay, now I am back. The thing is that there's a massive fucking the tape kind of thing that is come out of somewhere, and then it's just rolled back when I record the videos. It's like going swing and going to the fucking restroom. Okay, no, it's a huge. It's kind of fucking scary. I just fucking put the fucking bottle up its head multiple times until it's dead. It's a bug, so don't feel pity for that fucking bug. It'll just kill you. Okay, so it would just remap it. So the remap project switch to prefer it just remaps this function to this function. Okay, this function to this function, and then this is all the commands that I use. This is the configuration that I did. It will tab show 30. To be honest, I forgot what the fuck is this. So let's see its values. Original t define. So I'm just not going to do that. So this is my configuration. You can copy it. It works. And this is pretty much alt 1 to alt 9. I can switch between the project with 1 2 3 1 2 3 alt 1 2 3. I can switch to that. Okay, now this thing, right? So this thing, what it does is makes my the default control XP scratch. So this is this thing. So you can just paste this one. So what it does is change. Is it 100? It will change the size of the tab. So you can press 300. Then it will make it super big. So I just set it to 100. So you can, it's not in my way, but if I focused enough, it's there. right? So I just did that, so you can do it with the use package like this. And then project X is the main reason that binds the uh, project and then binds with the tabs, let's say. So pretty much this is isolation tool, project plus tab. You can do that. So and then you can see the configuration. I will leave the configuration below some kind of way. So thanks for watching this video. This video, if it is helpful for you in any kind, please comment. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.